Hey, what's going on, guys? So in today's video, we are going to cover why certain hiring ads don't work and why the too many people on the elevator theory is not just true, it's extremely prevalent in today's hiring. So if you look on my screen here, I am me, as a driver, just looking at bus driving jobs via Indeed.com. Indeed.com is probably the nation's best place to find a job. The interface and algorithms really well. It's very easy to find something on the Indeed platform. Great platform. So we're here now. You can see in the search menu that I am looking at bus driver, right? So without scrolling too far, we're sorting by relevancy, so we're not looking at new jobs, rather relevance, right? And relevance is, in a sense, the most popular ones. What are the ones that are getting the most attention? So just in the top three, these are all school bus companies. We got MBG Enterprises, Tip Top Transportation, and Durham School Services. All of these are school bus driving gigs, right? Now, I'm not too sure where you may be watching this video from, but Harmons, Maryland, which is kind of like Arundel Mills, Elkridge, which is a kind of like right above Washington Boulevard, which is not too far from Arundel Mills, and Iddington, which is again not too far from Arundel Mills. All of these are really close together. And so you look at the price point, like you look at what these jobs pay. We got MBG coming in at about 21, 23, Tip Top coming in about 22, 22.50, and Durham coming in at about, well, we can just round it to 22 bucks. Why is any of this important? It's important because all these companies are paying the same. So in a sense, you have three people with the same exact job, for the most part, paying the same exact rate. Now, you can look at MBG and say, okay, well, they're paying 23. Okay, well, what would constitute me getting 23 and not 21? And depending on where I'm located, what substantial difference is 22.50 when compared to 23 an hour? Or what difference is 22.50 compared to the 21 an hour here? And this is why content is extremely important. Content honestly needs to really be the driving mechanism in recruiting and hiring today, because it allows you as a company to differentiate yourself. Like I love Indeed, it's a great platform, but as a driver just browsing through these, all I see is the name of your company and how much you pay, right? And that's typically enough to get people in the door. However, with drivers in our industry and in our culture, there's a lack of trust. So if this company is paying 23, now again, I'm not a member of MBG, right? So I don't know what would I need to do to get that 23 an hour. However, I know typically that this is normally like fairy tale stuff. Like this is just to get me to click on it. Like companies have no intention of giving you that. I'm not saying that that's them. I'm saying that that's typically how it works. Like I'll even give you an example. Let's scroll this list and see. I'll give you 10 seconds. I'll find something within 10 seconds that will say, oh, hey, you're going to make this much. And then when I read it, it's going to say something different. Let's just look at it. So let's browse. Again, all of these are the same. Looking at all the same, right? All these same running. Okay, cool. Bus driver, New Jersey, $33.99 an hour. I am willing to bet you the little bit of hair I have on my head when I click on this posting, it is going to have a completely different pay for when I'm actually starting. Let's go. Let's rock and roll for it. Now, before I click on it, no previous research, but I'm a bus driver. I know how these things work. I'm pretty sure this is probably like top pay for the company after doing like 5 or 10 years. I'm pretty sure coming in the door is probably like 19 or 20. Why? Because that's what everybody pays. But this is just to get me to look at this and say, oh my God, this is so juicy. 33 an hour. It's not 33 an hour. We're not gonna take my word for it. Let's click on it to find out. NJ Transit. Let's see what we got. Signing bonus. Of course, is an asterisk. A 3K signing bonus. I'm sure there's an asterisk on that. Benefits, pension, yada yada yada. Starting pay rate of $22.50 with a top pay rate of $33.99. Like I had mentioned, it's never really what it is to be advertised. And that's where this lack of trust comes in between drivers and the companies that are looking to hire us. And getting back to my previous point, this is why content and media are extremely important. So For those of you who are not familiar with me, I'm a Super. A Super is a hybrid driver who has the capabilities to do marketing, recruitment, yada, yada, yada. Okay, great, wonderful. How does that work in a company? How does it benefit me? As you can see, this shirt I have on now is from one of my clients, Atlantic Coast Charters, and it is my job to use content and media to give our company an identity, give our company a brand, give our company something that people can feel like they're a part of. Now, why is that important? In 2021, well, 2022 now, we're recording this on the 1st, people gravitate more to other humans. This is why, for example, if you're a bus company, transit company, whatever, you hire like some big marketing company, you pay them thousands of dollars to come in and they make like what it's like a day in the bus driver. This is why it doesn't work, because people can see that, oh, this is just marketing. These people are not real, right? These people are not out here every day. They were a marketing company because the messaging and the branding seems very corporate. It seems safe. It's not the real thing. You're only showing me your best side. The internet changed the way we did things. I'll give you an example. Look at cell phones. While we have tons of commercials, the number one way people get information about tech products, they look at YouTube reviews from regular people. Now, are some of these people sponsored? Absolutely, but their platform is very unique and it's organic. They give you actual opinions. If you find a cell phone content creator who loves iPhone, they won't have all good things to say about iPhone. They're going to give you an accurate user description. And they're going to give you feedback based upon what an actual person feels like or what they benefit or don't benefit from when they have an iPhone. This is why companies need a creator, somebody who knows how to create something to get people to buy in. And by saying buy in, we're not necessarily saying you're trying to sell a lie or fabricate the truth. That's not it. What we're saying is that over the years, like since social media really started booming, transportation, bus transportation particularly, it took a major hit in the realm of reputation. Nobody really had anything good to say about it. The same thing happened to the truck industry. However, if you guys haven't checked it out, check out Truck Driver TikTok. It's literally by itself been changing the narrative. And here's what creators do better than anybody else. Here's why content is important. This is why like all of this needs to make sense. Content can change the narrative. The shortage, the reason bus transportation is suffering, school bus, all of this stuff comes down to public perception and what people think of it. Content, influencers, all of this stuff changes the narrative. And what it ultimately does is it makes your company more relatable, it makes your company more connected, and most importantly, it makes your product, your job more authentic. And that's why content is so important. You can cover so many bases. You can talk about so many things. You can make it entertaining. You can make it engaging. You can go so many different directions. When I write a hiring ad, like me personally, what can I really say right in here to really make you fall in love with the product? It's not really much. I'm limited to talking about things like a 401k or health benefits, etc., etc. But when I create a video, I can be humorous. I can give the video an identity. I can give it a feel. I can kind of go so many different directions in order to, for lack of a better phrase, generate an emotional response. And this is what creators do well. And this is why they need to be introduced into bus transportation. The trucking industry, they're kind of figuring it out a little bit and saying like, listen, the drivers, the ads don't work anymore. They don't trust the companies. That's the core issue here. The drivers, the old drivers and the drivers who want to get into the industry don't trust the companies, right? Because all they've seen from 2010 to now has been negative stuff. So they have a negative perception of bus transportation. And unfortunately, our industry did not do a good job of presenting the other side of the coin. And this is where creators come in at. They can help shape this narrative and really give people true, genuine, not that crappy marketing about like, oh, hey, this is just a happy place. It's not a super happy place, but it's a really awesome place if you get a chance to talk to somebody who actually does it. User-generated content. That's the real only way to market in 2022. It's really the only way you can really change narratives and get results. So that's what we do here at Superb. It's what I do for Atlantic Coast Charters. If you want to see how it can work in real time for your transit company, for your transit agency, check us out. GoSuperb.com. Check out some of the pieces that we've written. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was just something I put together. I was downstairs drinking a Pepsi, working on some stuff for Atlantic Coast, and I said, well, let me, share a few things to see. Other than that, you guys enjoy your holiday whenever you receive this video, and we'll check you guys out next time.